Test 22. Question 1. Hydroplaning occurs when tires ride on a thin film of water instead of on the road. To prevent hydroplaning in wet weather, you should A. Put on your cruise control to maintain a constant speed. B. Slow down. C. Move to the shoulder of the road as soon as it starts to rain. The correct answer, B. Slow down. Hydroplaning occurs when your vehicle's tires lose contact with the road surface due to a layer of water, resulting in a loss of control. It is often caused by driving too fast on a wet road, which doesn't allow the tires to effectively displace water. To prevent hydroplaning, it's crucial to slow down when driving on wet pavement. This reduces the risk of losing traction and helps maintain better control of your vehicle in rainy conditions. Question 2. This road sign means A. All traffic must turn right. B. All traffic must go straight. C. A side road intersects ahead. The correct answer, C. A side road intersects ahead. Warning signs are designed to alert drivers to potential hazards or situations that might not be immediately obvious. They are typically yellow with black markings to make them easily recognizable. The warning sign you mentioned, which indicates an intersecting side road ahead, serves as a notice to drivers to be vigilant and prepared for the possibility of vehicles entering or crossing the road from the side road. It encourages drivers to exercise caution and be ready to yield the right of way if necessary. Question 3. Which of the following driving skills are affected by the use of alcohol and/or drugs? A. Alertness and concentration. B. Reaction time and coordination. C. All of the above. The correct answer, C. All of the above. Even a small amount of alcohol is a depressant, which means it slows down the nervous system. This can result in decreased alertness, impaired concentration, slower reaction times, and a significant reduction in coordination. Question 4. If a tire blows out, you should A. Hold the steering wheel tightly and use the brake slightly. B. Apply the brake and hold it. C. Pull over quickly. The correct answer, A. Hold the steering wheel tightly and use the brake slightly. If your tire suddenly blows out while driving, 1. Hold the steering wheel firmly to maintain control. 2. Keep the vehicle moving straight. 3. Gradually reduce speed by lifting off the gas pedal. 4. Use the brakes gently to slow down. 5. Avoid abrupt or heavy braking. 6. If possible, do not stop on the road. Look for a safe place to pull over and assess the situation. Question 5. This sign means A. You are approaching the end of a divided highway. B. You are approaching the beginning of a divided highway. C. The road will be slippery ahead. The correct answer, B. You are approaching the beginning of a divided highway. This sign warns drivers that a divided highway is starting soon. It instructs them to stay on the right side of the road, which means they should keep to the right of the median divider that separates the two sides of the road. This helps maintain traffic order and safety as the road splits into two separate lanes or roadways. Question 6. Safely backing your vehicle requires all of the following, except A. Looking over your right shoulder as you back up. B. Checking your vehicle's surroundings. C. Tapping your horn before you back up. The correct answer, C. Tapping your horn before you back up. Backing up can be inherently risky because it's challenging to see what's behind your vehicle. To mitigate this risk, it's essential to take precautions. Before getting into your vehicle, check your surroundings to be aware of any potential hazards, such as pedestrians or other vehicles. When backing out of a parking space, always look over your shoulder, use your rearview mirrors to maintain awareness of your surroundings. Question 7. When approaching an intersection that is controlled by a flashing red traffic signal, you must A. Come to a complete stop, yield to oncoming traffic or pedestrians, then proceed. B. Reduce your speed and proceed with caution. C. Come to a complete stop and remain stopped as long as the light is red. The correct answer, A. Come to a complete stop, yield to oncoming traffic or pedestrians, then proceed. A flashing red traffic signal should be treated like a stop sign. This means drivers must come to a complete stop at the intersection, yield the right-of-way to oncoming traffic or pedestrians, and only proceed when it's safe to do so. Essentially, it requires the same actions as a stop sign to ensure safe and orderly traffic flow. Question 8. This sign means: A. Divided highway. B. Railroad warning. C. No passing zone. The correct answer: A. Divided highway. This sign signals that a divided highway is starting soon. In a divided highway, traffic going in opposite directions is separated by a physical barrier or median. Drivers should be prepared for this change in the road ahead. Question 9. You may legally block an intersection. A. If you enter the intersection on the green light. B. During rush hour traffic. C. Under no circumstances. The correct answer: C. Under no circumstances. Even when a traffic light is green, you should only enter an intersection if you can clear it entirely before the light turns red. Blocking the intersection can lead to a traffic violation citation. In other words, don't enter if you can't safely exit the intersection without causing congestion or blocking the cross traffic when the light changes. Question 10. When changing lanes. A. Rely on the rearview mirror. B. Look over your shoulder in the direction you plan to move. C. Rely on the left side mirror. The correct answer: B. Look over your shoulder in the direction you plan to move. When changing lanes, it's crucial to check your blind spot by glancing over your shoulder. You may need to do this several times before changing lanes to ensure there are no hidden vehicles. It's also important to maintain awareness of both the traffic in front of you and the traffic in the adjacent lane. This comprehensive monitoring helps you make safe and informed lane changes, reducing the risk of collisions. Question 11. You must notify the DMV within 5 days if you: A. Sell or transfer your vehicle. B. Fail a smog test. C. Get a new prescription for lenses or contacts. The correct answer: A. Sell or transfer your vehicle. When you sell or transfer a vehicle, it's typically required to report this transaction to the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, within 5 days. This reporting ensures that the DMV has up-to-date information on vehicle ownership and helps prevent any potential liabilities or issues for the seller or new owner. Question 12. When changing lanes on a freeway, you should: A. Signal for at least 5 seconds. B. Slow down before you start to change lanes. C. Assume there is enough space in the next lane for your vehicle, if you signal first. The correct answer: A. Signal for at least 5 seconds. Signaling your intentions while driving is essential for safety and communication with other road users. When changing lanes on a freeway, you should signal at least 5 seconds before making the lane change. Additionally, always signal when you are turning left or right, changing lanes, slowing down, or coming to a stop. This allows other drivers, motorcyclists, bicyclists, and pedestrians to anticipate your actions and helps prevent accidents by ensuring everyone on the road is aware of your intentions. Question 13. At dawn or dusk and in rain or snow, it can be hard to see and be seen. A good way to let other drivers know you are there is to turn: A. Up the instrumental panel lights. B. On your parking lights. C. On your headlights. The correct answer: C. On your headlights. You should use your headlights whenever visibility is reduced to the point where you can see other vehicles or when it's challenging for other drivers to see you. Additionally, if you need to use your windshield wipers due to weather conditions, always use your low-beam headlights. This helps improve your own visibility and makes it easier for other drivers to spot your vehicle in adverse weather or low-light situations, enhancing overall road safety. Question 14. This road sign means: A. Road construction ahead. B. The road ahead curves left then right. C. The road ahead curves right then left. The correct answer: C. The road ahead curves right then left. Warning signs are typically yellow with black markings and are used to alert drivers to potential hazards. When you see a warning sign indicating that the road will first curve to the right and then to the left, it's a signal to adjust your speed and be prepared for these successive curves to safely navigate the road ahead. Question 15. Check your rearview mirrors. A. Often to see how traffic is moving behind you. B. To see if a vehicle is in your blind spot. C. Only when you are slowing down. The correct answer. A. Often to see how traffic is moving behind you. When driving, it's important not to fixate your gaze on one spot. Instead, you should frequently check your rearview mirrors to stay aware of the positions of vehicles around you. This practice helps you maintain situational awareness, which is crucial for safe driving. It allows you to be mindful of the traffic behind and beside you, reducing the risk of accidents and helping you make informed driving decisions. Question 16. To see vehicles in your blind spots, you should check A. The inside rearview mirror. B. The outside rearview mirror. C. Over your shoulders. The correct answer. C. Over your shoulders. Blind spots are areas around your vehicle that cannot be seen using your rearview and side mirrors. To check your blind spots, you should physically turn your head and look over your shoulders. This action is essential before changing lanes or making any maneuvers to ensure you're aware of any vehicles or obstacles that might be in those areas, which can help prevent accidents. Question 17. If you are riding in a vehicle equipped with a lap belt and a separate shoulder belt, you are A. Only required to use the lap belt. B. Required to use both the lap and shoulder belts. C. Only required to use the shoulder belt. The correct answer. B. Required to use both the lap and shoulder belts. If your vehicle has both a lap belt and a separate shoulder belt, you must use both belts. This is a safety requirement to ensure proper restraint and protection in the event of a collision or sudden stop. Question 18. To turn left from a multi-lane one-way street onto a one-way street, you should start your turn from A. Any lane, as long as it is safe. B. The lane closest to the left curb. C. The lane in the center of the road. The correct answer. B. The lane closest to the left curb. When making a left turn from a one-way street onto another one-way street, you should initiate the turn from the far left lane. This helps ensure a safe and smooth flow of traffic between the two one-way streets and minimizes the risk of collisions with vehicles turning from other lanes. Question 19. If the rear of your vehicle is skidding to the left, you should A. Not turn your steering wheel. B. Turn your steering wheel to the left to correct the skid. C. Turn your steering wheel to the right to correct the skid. The correct answer. B. Turn your steering wheel to the left to correct the skid. When skidding on a wet or icy road, no anti-lock brakes, non-ABS. 1. Lift your foot off the accelerator, gas pedal. 2. Avoid using the brakes. 3. Turn your steering wheel in the direction of the skid. This helps you regain control by aligning your wheels with the direction of the skid. With anti-lock brakes, ABS. 1. Apply the brakes firmly. 2. Keep your steering wheel straight. 3. ABS will automatically modulate brake pressure to prevent wheel lock-up while you maintain control. The key difference is in how you handle the brakes. Without ABS, you don't want to brake to prevent further loss of control, while with ABS, you can apply brakes as it manages wheel lock-up for you. Question 20. Should you always drive more slowly than other traffic? A. No, you can block traffic when you drive too slowly. B. Yes, it is a good defensive driving technique. C. Yes, it is always safer than driving faster than other traffic. The correct answer. A. No, you can block traffic when you drive too slowly. In heavy traffic or bad weather, it's important to drive at a slower, more cautious pace for safety. However, if you drive excessively slowly and impede the normal flow of traffic without a valid reason, you may receive a citation. While it's essential to drive cautiously in adverse conditions, you should also be mindful not to create a hazard or obstruct the reasonable movement of other vehicles on the road. Question 21. Which of the following roadways freeze first when wet? A. Bridges and overpasses. B. Intersections. C. Tunnels. The correct answer. A. Bridges and overpasses. Bridges and overpasses tend to freeze before the rest of the road because they are exposed to cold air from both the top and bottom surfaces. Unlike regular roadways, which have the ground underneath to provide some insulation, bridges and overpasses have air circulation both above and below them. This makes them more susceptible to temperature drops, causing them to freeze more quickly in cold weather conditions. Drivers should exercise caution on bridges and overpasses during winter weather as they are prone to icy conditions even when the rest of the road seems clear. Question 22. To avoid glare from the headlights of an approaching car. A. Look briefly toward the right side of the road. B. Stay focused on the center line on the road. C. Flash your high beams. The correct answer. A. Look briefly toward the right side of the road. When faced with the bright lights of an oncoming vehicle, it's best to avoid direct eye contact with those lights. Instead, glance toward the right side of the road to reduce the glare. After this brief glance, continue looking ahead to monitor the position and movement of the oncoming vehicle. This technique helps prevent temporary blindness caused by the strong headlights and ensures you can still see and respond to the road and traffic conditions effectively. Question 23. This road sign means: A. You must travel through the intersection at the posted speed limit. B. The maximum speed limit under ideal conditions is 55 miles per hour. C. You must not travel below the speed indicated. The correct answer. B. The maximum speed limit under ideal conditions is 55 miles per hour. Regulatory signs convey traffic laws that must be followed. This specific sign indicates the maximum speed limit for the section of the highway where it's placed. You can choose to drive slower than the posted speed limit based on road conditions, but it's illegal to drive any faster than the posted speed limit. In essence, it establishes the legal speed boundary for that particular road, which must not be exceeded to ensure safe and lawful driving. Question 24. Which of these statements is true about roadwork zones? A. Fines are the same for violations committed in work zones as they are under normal traffic conditions. B. You must slow for the cone zone. C. Slow down only if you think workers are present. The correct answer. B. You must slow for the cone zone. Reducing your speed and being prepared to slow down or stop for highway equipment is crucial when driving through work zones. It enhances safety for all road users, including drivers, pedestrians, bicyclists, and road workers. Slower speeds allow for better reaction time in case of unexpected situations in these construction areas, reducing the risk of accidents and ensuring the well-being of everyone on the road. Question 25. You must yield the right-of-way to an emergency vehicle that is using its siren and flashing lights by A. Driving as closely to the right edge of the road as possible and stopping. B. Moving into the right lane and driving slowly until it has passed. C. Stopping immediately, even if you are within an intersection. The correct answer. A. Driving as closely to the right edge of the road as possible and stopping. When an emergency vehicle with sirens and flashing lights is approaching, you must yield the right-of-way. To do this, 1. Drive to the right edge of the road. 2. Stop your vehicle. 3. Make sure not to block any intersections. 4. Stay stopped until the emergency vehicle has passed. Once the emergency vehicle has passed, you can continue driving. This ensures a clear path for the emergency responders to reach their destination quickly and safely. Question 26. You are approaching an intersection at the posted speed limit when the signal turns yellow. You should: A. Slow down and proceed through the intersection without caution. B. Speed up to cross the intersection before the light turns red. C. Stop before entering the intersection, if you can do so safely. The correct answer. C. Stop before entering the intersection, if you can do so safely. A solid yellow traffic light serves as a cautionary signal, indicating that the light will soon turn red. Drivers should stop at a solid yellow light if they can do so safely without abruptly slamming on the brakes or causing a hazard. If stopping safely isn't possible, they should proceed through the intersection with caution, being prepared to stop if the light turns red before they clear the intersection. Question 27. A solid yellow arrow on a traffic signal means: A. You should speed up so you can make the turn before the light changes. B. You do not need to signal to turn from the indicated lane. C. You should prepare to stop and yield the right-of-way to oncoming traffic. The correct answer. C. You should prepare to stop and yield the right-of-way to oncoming traffic. A solid yellow arrow indicates that the protection provided by a green arrow for your turn is ending. If you intend to turn in the direction of the arrow, You should prepare to stop and yield the right-of-way to oncoming traffic before making your turn. This transition from a green arrow to a solid yellow arrow signals that oncoming traffic will soon have the right-of-way, and you must wait for a safe gap to complete your turn. It's a cautionary signal to ensure safe and orderly traffic flow. Question 28. There are oncoming vehicles to your left and a row of parked vehicles to your right. You should steer A. Closer to the oncoming vehicles than the parked vehicles. B. Closer to the parked vehicles than the oncoming vehicles. C. A middle course between the oncoming and parked vehicles. The correct answer, C. A middle course between the oncoming and parked vehicles. When faced with oncoming vehicles to your left and a row of parked vehicles to your right, the safest approach is to steer a middle course between the oncoming cars and the parked cars. This allows you to maintain a safe and balanced position on the road, reducing the risk of collisions with both oncoming traffic and opening car doors from parked vehicles. It's a defensive driving technique that provides you with more space and time to react to potential hazards. Question 29. You want to make a right turn at an upcoming intersection. You should slow down and A. Move toward the left side of your lane. B. Avoid driving in the bicycle lane. C. Signal for 100 feet before turning. The correct answer, C. Signal for 100 feet before turning. When making a right turn, it's recommended to begin signaling about 100 feet before the turn. Signaling in advance gives other drivers and pedestrians sufficient notice of your intention to turn, allowing them to adjust their actions accordingly and enhancing overall traffic safety. Question 30. When you see a flashing yellow light at an intersection, you should A. Yield to all traffic before crossing the intersection. B. Stop, then enter the intersection when it is safe to do so. C. Slow down and cross the intersection carefully. The correct answer, C. Slow down and cross the intersection carefully. A flashing yellow light at an intersection means drivers should reduce their speed to a safe and reasonable level and proceed with caution. It indicates that you should be prepared to yield the right-of-way and use extra care when crossing the intersection. Question 31. As the percentage of alcohol, BAC, in your blood increases, you become A. More intoxicated. B. More sober. C. More coordinated. The correct answer, A. More intoxicated. Blood alcohol concentration, BAC, measures the alcohol percentage in a person's blood. A higher BAC indicates greater impairment, meaning the person is more intoxicated and less capable of safe activities like driving. Question 32. This sign indicates that the road ahead A. Turns sharply right, then left. B. Curves right, then left. C. Curves right. The correct answer, B. Curves right, then left. This road sign indicates a reverse curve ahead. It means the road will first curve to the right and then immediately curve to the left, requiring drivers to be prepared for a series of alternating turns in those directions. Question 33. If a child is about to run into the street, you should A. Start to prepare to slow down. B. Flash your headlights. C. Sound a sharp blast of your horn. The correct answer, C. Sound a sharp blast of your horn. If there's a potential danger with a child or pedestrian about to step into the street in front of your moving vehicle, you should honk your horn with a sharp blast as a warning signal. This can alert them and help prevent an accident by drawing their attention to your approaching vehicle. Question 34. This road sign means A. No right turn. B. No U-turns. C. No left turn. The correct answer, A. No right turn. Regulatory signs convey traffic laws that drivers must follow. If a sign indicates that making a right turn is prohibited, it means you are not allowed to turn right at that location, and you must obey this rule. Question 35. While all of the following actions are dangerous to do while driving, which is also illegal? A. Listening to music through a set of dual headphones. B. Adjusting your outside mirrors. C. Reading a road map. The correct answer, A. Listening to music through a set of dual headphones. Listening to music through a set of dual headphones, which cover both ears, is dangerous and often illegal in many jurisdictions. It's dangerous because it can significantly reduce your awareness of your surroundings, including important sounds like approaching vehicles, sirens, and horns. This can lead to accidents and pose a risk to your safety and the safety of others on the road. Laws prohibiting the use of dual headphones aim to prevent such risks and ensure that drivers remain attentive while operating vehicles. Question 36. Signs with orange backgrounds are: A. General warning signs. B. Construction and maintenance warning signs. C. Regulatory signs. The correct answer: B. Construction and maintenance warning signs. The color orange is exclusively used for construction and maintenance warning signs. These signs are typically orange to alert drivers to potential hazards and roadwork in progress.